Welcome back, MVP. Strebo here with you from Mutantville.com, and I'm very happy to bring you my first review for, well, first full-length review for calendar year 2011 for horror. And what have we gone out to see but the new film from the creators of both Saw and Paranormal Activity? We're talking about Insidious. That's right, produced by Oren Peli of Paranormal Activity and written by Lee Donnell and directed by James Wan, who brought us the original Saw movie and the ensuing series that came from it. As you can see from the poster here, it says Insidious. It's not the house that's haunted, with the picture of a little kid. It's a little hard to see because of the light reflection out here, but what can you do? Insidious tells us the story of a young suburban couple, Josh and Renee, and their 3 kids. They move into a new home. One of the kids wanders upstairs into the attic and he falls down, has an accident, and winds up in a coma. As soon as this happens, of course, they start witnessing and experiencing strange, otherworldly, paranormal, supernatural activity, what have you, whatever you want to call it. That's the basic plot line in a nutshell. Of course, the movie is all about experiencing this and going along with the family and trying to find out why did this happen, what's causing it, what are the ensuing results of it all. Insidious is very much a modern updating of the classic haunted house tale. Everything from Robert Wise's The Haunting to The House on Haunted Hill to something like The Stone Tapes to, of course, Tobe Hooper's Poltergeist. This movie owes quite a bit to all of those movies. Maybe perhaps not so much owes to, but pays homage to in one form or another. And we see a lot of things that happen in the movie that we've seen before, but there's slightly new twists and new takes on it, provided by James Wan. So I definitely really enjoyed it. In an effort to find out why their son won't come out of his coma, the family enlists the aid of a psychic who comes in, a la Poltergeist, also with her scientific team to try to figure out what's happening in the home. We see some interesting, classic motifs from haunted house films, such as the seance, where they all gather around together, but it's done up in a slightly different way. It makes it interesting and new in this particular instance. The movie is well directed. It's very spooky, very creepy throughout. Performances are very strong and believable all the way through. The girl that plays Renee, I thought was very sympathetic. I really felt for her, really believed in her plight. In a lot of ways, she seemed like she's Ashley Lawrence's sister from Hellraiser. She looked so much like her character, a slightly older version of that character, in so many different scenes. Insidious was a lot of fun. Doesn't rely on a lot of gore. The scares aren't overly cheap. The suspense and atmosphere is built up nicely all the way through. The scares pay off nicely. The imagery is very ghastly and ghostly throughout. Nothing is overly explained. Nothing is left too unanswered by the end of the film. All in all, I have to say I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good new addition to the haunted house genre. If you're a fan of haunted house films and you're not so much into something like Paranormal Activity where very little is shown and it's all suggestion, you'll like something like this where they bring in that haunted and ghostly imagery to kind of spice things up. On the Strebo Screamometer, I'm going to give Insidious a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good rating. I thought the movie was very creepy, very atmospheric at times. The scares are set up nicely. The acting is well done. The direction is well done. The score is extremely creepy, though sparse. At times it sounds like a cross between the score for Psycho, and something classical that you might hear in like Robert Wise's The Haunting. So all in all, it all added up to just a really good film. And I have to say, I'm really pleased with James Wan's horror output over the years. He brought us, of course, the first Saw movie. He went on to bring us Death Sentence, which was not a horror film, but Dead Silence, the killer puppet movie, and now he's brought us a haunted house movie with Insidious. So I'm always excited to see what James Wan is doing. The direction is always dynamic and exciting, and I know it'll always be a fresh take on whatever particular genre he's approaching. So if you get the chance, you dig horror flicks, go check out Insidious. You'll enjoy it. We'll see you next time. This is Strebo from MVP, and check us out at Mutantville.com.